Hello everyone, this is me Alquan, and before we get back to this video, I want you to go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's get back to this video. Hello everybody, this is me Alquan, and welcome to another episode of the official Alquan the GS Guy. And I am going to talk about a video game that every children loves, compared to Super Mario Brothers, and that is called Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game series and media franchise created by the Japanese developers Yuji Naka, Naito Ashima, and Hikazu for Sega. The main Sonic the Hedgehog games are platformers mostly developed by Sonic Team. Other games developed by various studios include spin-offs in the racing, fighting, party, and sports genres. The franchise also incorporates printed media, animations, films, and merchandise. Naka Oshima and Yashura developed the first Sonic game that was released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis to provide Sega with a mascot to compete with Nintendo's Mario. Its success helped Sega become one of the leading video game companies during the fourth generation of video game consoles in the early 1990s. Sega Technical Institute developed the next three Sonic games, plus the spin-off Sonic Spinball in 1993. Sega exited the console market and shifted to third-party development in 2001, continuing the series on Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation systems. Tensaki Likuza has been the series producer since 2010. Sonic's recurring elements include a ring-based health system, level locales such as Green Hill Zone, and fast-paced gameplay. The games typically feature Sonic getting out to stop Eggman's schemes for world domination, and the player navigates levels that include spraying slopes, bottomless pits, and vertical loops. Later games added a large cast of characters, some as Mouse, Tails, Prower, Knuckles, the Echidna, and Shadow the Hedgehog have starred in spin-offs. TMS Entertainment, Janao Productions, and Netflix, a live-action film series produced by Paramount Pictures and Toys, including a line of Lego construction sets. Sonic the Hedgehog is a Sega's flagship franchise, one of the best-selling video game franchises, and one of the highest-grossing media franchises. Series sales and free-to-play mobile game downloads totaled 1.77 billion as of 2024. The Genesis Sonic games have been described as representative of the culture in the 1990s and listed among the greatest of all time. Although the later games, such as of the 2006 game, received poorer reviews, Sonic is influential in the video game industry and is frequently referenced in popular culture. By 1990, the Japanese video game company Sega wanted a foothold in the video game console market with its 16-bit console, the Sega Genesis. Sega's efforts had been stymied by the dominance of Nintendo. The Genesis did not have a large install base. Nintendo did not take Sega seriously as a competitor. These efforts did not break Nintendo's dominance, and CADS was replaced by Tom Kalinske, formerly of Mattel. Sega president Hayao Nakamaya decided Sega needed a flagship series and mascot to compete with Nintendo's Mario franchise. Nintendo had recently Super Mario Brothers in 2003, at the same time best-selling video game ever. Sega's strategy had been based on portioning its successful arcade games to the Genesis. However, Nakamaya recognized that Sega needed a star character in a game that could demonstrate the power of the Genesis hardware. The gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog in 1991 originated with a tech demo created by Naka, who had developed an algorithm that allowed a sprite to move smoothly on a curve by determining its position with a dot matrix. Naka's prototype was a platform game that involved a fast-moving character rolling in a ball through a long, winding tube. Sonic's first appearance came in Sega AM3's racing game Rad Mobile 1991, 5 months before the release of Sonic the Hedgehog as an ornament hanging. The Sonic developers let AM3 use Sonic because they were interested in making him visible to the public. Sonic had no appeal, although Katz was certain that Sonic would not be popular with American children. Kalensky arranged to place Sonic the Hedgehog as the pack-in game with the Genesis and featuring speedy gameplay. Sonic the Hedgehog received critical acclaim. It greatly increased the popularity of Sega Genesis in North America, credited with helping Sega gain 65% of the market share against Nintendo. Sonic games traditionally follow Sonic's efforts to stop Eggman, who seems to obtain the Chaos Emeralds, 7 gems of extraterrestrial origin with mystical powers. The emeralds can turn through into power, wrap time and space with a technique called chaos control, give energy to living things. They typically act as MacGuffins in the stories. Eggman seeks the emeralds in his quest to conquer the world, and traps animals and aggressive robots in prison capsules because Sonic Team was inspired by the culture in the 1990s. Sonic represents nature while Eggman represents machinery and development, a play on the then-growing debate between environmentalists and developers. Sonic the Hedgehog has not only appeared on video games in the 1990s, but it has appeared at the Play Stores in 2010s, like Sonic Boom, Sonic Dash. All of those Sonic games are still at the Play Store, and they have the classic Sonic video games at the Play Store as well. Eggman is the boss. He is the boss. That means Sonic and his friends has to defeat Sonic and not let Eggman defeat Sonic and his friends. Eggman is the evil guy. Sonic is the good guy. So that means Sonic has to use all of his powers to defeat Eggman. This is what Sonic the Hedgehog is all about. And not only that, Sonic the Hedgehog has also appeared in movies like Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And people are starting to like Sonic the Hedgehog. Kids love it so much. This is me, Alquan, and I will see you at the next episode, and keep on learning. Hello everyone, this is me, Alquan. And if you like this video, I want you to go like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, keep learning and you will know a lot.